So I've been blocked on Twitter by Razorfist. So I felt I needed to make this video. Not because I got blocked on Twitter, but why I got blocked on Twitter. So before I even get started with my comments or whatever, look, I already know what's gonna happen. I'm going to get disliked out of the ass by Razorfist fans and crying in the comment section and whatever. And look, I'm gonna say this. I like Razorfist's content. I like his video game reviews and other things, but I think his political views are a little bit once I'm catching the cold, a little bit one-sided. And when you have a person that is very one-sided who doesn't want to look at things from other perspectives, like we can already see he's very against the left. And I take it a lot of his subscribers are too. Anything the left puts out, even though it may be true and reported by other media, unless Fox News reports it, he's not going to believe it. Or unless a Republican says it's true, he doesn't believe it, which is a very, I want to say skeptical. I don't know if that's the right word to use right now, but a very biased view on your politics and your view of how you get your news. So Razorfist, he put out a video and it was called The Great American Shitting. And it was basically he was trying to defame Democrats for doing a 24-hour sit-in protesting Betsy DeVos. Again, Betsy fucking DeVos, a woman who used dark. Yes, I'm using the term dark money. It's what people say it's a buzzword. It's a real thing. A woman who uses untaxed money to legally bribe politicians to get influence. And oh boy, did she hit the jackpot. She paid her way for the position. Not she wasn't a teacher, she wasn't a superintendent, no teaching profession or profession in her lifetime. All thing she has done is pay for charter schools to get more money, which is why, like, I understand you're rich, you want charter schools, but the head of education, you're above all education, not just private and not just public, but both. And if her plan is just to make everything private and then to where people who only afford public school get kind of shitted, which I think she probably has a plan for it. But either way, so a woman who's vastly incompetent to the position, they have this protest to where they're trying to get Republicans to say, "Hey, look, you probably need to vote for us. This is very important." Razorfist is like, "Oh, those damn Republicans, they're already trying to." When Republicans, if my memory hasn't failed me, 1 or 2 years ago, they did the same thing against Obamacare. And granted, I know a lot of people don't like Obamacare because, granted, if you're getting health insurance at a lower rate, sometimes, I mean, obviously, Obama's forcing you to get something. And yes, I know it's taken out of your income tax or you have to pay. Yes, but it's far less in some cases than going through insurance company. But anyway, they were protesting that even though the law had already been passed, they were crying and doing their own shit in Razorfist. Where is your video on that? They even did a government shutdown to where things halted, and that was far worse. But he did a whole video on that, and he was talking about how Donald Trump didn't cross-check Democrats into the Fifth Dimension. The people did. How? Like, how? First of all, let me take a shot of the ginger ale. Now, if that's true, that would mean more people voted for Donald Trump than they did Hillary, which is not true. We all seen the numbers from all sides. Donald Trump had 62 million people vote for him, whereas Hillary had 65 million. What gave Trump the victory was the Electoral College, which you don't want broken down because more liberal states would have a bigger voting voice. Okay. Anyway, so I kind of lost my train of thought right there. I'm not doing this off of the script. I got to get back on it. So, oh yeah, hip checking Democrats into the thing. Look, in the states where people have a more broader view of America and moving forward progressive states, Democrats win those and keep those majority of the time. But states in the Midwest to where they've always been Republican, and especially in the Deep South, what really is what kind of victory is that? Because it's sort of a given. Most states like the California, they may flip flop red or blue, but the Midwest and the Deep South, they mainly stay red. So to say we hip checked Democrats into the fifth dimension is severely untrue. It doesn't even make any sense, even when you go by the numbers and the voting, because a lot of people voted Democrat. And yes, senators, they took over the House, but they pretty much had control anyway. But moving forward past that, whatever. So I watched the video, get finished with it, and I tweet the Razorfist after a news story just broke out. And we've all seen it. Trump is at a dinner banquet thing, and he's gotta take another sip of ginger ale. Throat's getting kind of dry. So he's at this dinner banquet, which he's asking people to pay upwards of I think it was like 200,000 or 10. It was some number or whatever, and he's the president. He's asking people to pay to see him and be there. Yeah, that's fairly honest. Anyway, he has top level nuclear secrets on the table for not only his buddies around, but the public, which could have been anybody, Russia, any other foreign country, to just look at the plans in broad sight. And not only to top that off, the person who has control or knows the nuclear launch codes, a person whose face is rarely ever seen, is photographed, and he's made out and tagged on Facebook, hey, is the person owning the nuclear codes. I simply tweet the Razorfist, since you love Trump so much, defend this. And granted, it was from the Young Turks, but that did not change the fact that this story happened. And I really don't know why the Young Turks get such a bad rap when they go against Republicans and Democrats, but yet they're liberal and they're against the right wing. When sometimes they defend the right wingers when they do things that are beneficial toward the common man or people in general, but they get it back. I don't get that, but I could have tweeted that from anywhere. ABC, which Republicans now claim that is fake news, or anywhere. It's about Razorfist loving the right so much that he will just blindly defend anything they do. And we're in the midst of Trump and his former security advisor potentially giving away government secrets or leaking government secrets to Russia. Where's your video on that? Where is it? What? And granted, I know a lot of people might think I'm a liberal or anything like that. I'm doing videos against Democrats where I call them out. And I'm not saying I'm a big political guy, but when I see things that are wrong or things that don't make sense, I will say something about them. But it seems like you don't want to move from your position, because if you move from it or say something against the right, you don't have a leg to stand on because you align yourself so much with the right, and defending them, call them out would pretty much, I'm not going to say kill your channel, but it would kill your political subs, because you built up nothing but right-wing subs who also blindly defend the right. But that's just my opinion. I mean, you block me for asking why is Trump letting military or government secrets be seen by any Tom, Dick, and Harry in a paid dinner for the president. Not, and I thought, like, when you're president, you're not supposed to do things like that. But oh well, I guess because of Trump, we can defend those things because he can get away with corruption because he's a Republican. Isn't that right, Razorfist? Isn't it?